first deliverable which is going to be producing in your client side, right? This is a BRD. Well, let's say you go in some other phase, let's say you don't go in the beginning of the phase of the project, then obviously this will not be your first deliverable. Let's say you go in the testing phase, then you'll be assisting in test planning and test execution and test creation. If you go towards the end after production support, you might be helping in technical support as we discussed yesterday, right? So this is everywhere it's going to be a little bit different, but most probably you'll be producing this a lot. Okay, definitely in your career, if you do 10 projects, you'll be producing 8 of these. In 8 of the projects, you'll be working heavily on this. Okay, this is the first deliverable. If you remember, there was BRD, FRD, FRS, FDD, blah blah blah, right? Yeah. So let's first write something here. So to produce this document, to produce it, you need to put the company logo here. So remember, first of all, this I'm giving you one sample. In your project, you will be using the document that the type of documents that they are already using. Okay. They will give you a template or an actual document. You need to put your stuff in it and make your document. Let's say you're working in account management. They might give you something that someone else has worked on. Let's say an opportunity management document. Then you should use it. Let's say they are in release 2 and they were using certain documents or templates in release 1. So they will give you all those release 1 documents. Whenever you go to the project, there is in 100 projects that I have worked and in my and where my consultants have worked, everywhere they went and they got a list of 7, 8, 20, 30 documents to study on the first day for first 2 weeks. Typically they get a lot of time as well as they get a lot of documents. They get time or not, I don't know, but they always get the documents. So let's say you're preparing a BRD, you'll be using one of the already existing BRDs and using it as a template. You will remove the material from here and you put your material in it. Company logo, if you don't have it, easiest thing is just go to the website of the client. Let's say you're working for Merck, just copy it. Now you must be wondering how to copy. Remember that FS screen capture? Just use FS screen capture. I've already given you fast on screen capture. Then write the author name, which is you, write the organization, created date, project ID. These will be known to you. Yeah. And you can see it in the templates, whether they are using project ID, whether they are not, whether this box is here or somewhere else. I'm just giving you one sample, right? So this is one typical section. This is another typical section. These are not what you call it actual BRD document. This is at the top of any document. These are not related to BRD. I'm just giving you everything now. Acknowledgements, who all was involved. You might write your SME's name, your project manager name, that I'm acknowledges to these guys, tech lead's name, that these guys assisted me in producing this document. Revision history. Every time you send the document to people. Okay. If it is just you're making yourself changes and all, you don't need to fill this out. Okay. Once you have sent it to someone, next time when you send him, especially to an SME or to a business, you have to write the revision here. Okay. Give it another revision number. This name should be changed from version 1 to 1.1 or version 2. Right here you should write what all changes you made, so that this is very important, because he should not go through the entire document again. He should just go through this and then go to the relevant sections and look at those changes. This is not worth a business SME's time to read this whole document and I think what is the difference in this. That's not really nice. So this is a big sin if you send a document, revised document without any revision history. What I do is, instead of filling the revision history, let's say I change something in the document, I make it red, and shipment and new stuff, whatever, I make it like this. That's it. You have done a good job. Say, just go through the things in red. Or there's another thing. You let's say you're planning to make a revision. Just if you make a revision, you can always do this thing. Go to view toolbars. There is a tracking toolbar. Where is it? Reviewing toolbar. Yeah. So what you do is, once you turn it on. I think it's already started. Important thing is, you can always insert a comment. If you're using Office 2007 and all, it could be a little different. You can insert a comment like this. This is one of the handiest things. Okay, you write that, this could be written as follows. This is one way. Then you can incorporate these changes in the forthcoming version. Other thing is turn the tracking on. I'm just trying to see how to turn it on. Yeah, track changes. So let's say in track changes, if you make any change to this, right? Let's say you do this thing. It says deleted. It's basically writing a note. Word is automatically writing a note. And then let's say you enter something. Here is something I want to say. Let's say you're changing something. It will become red. It will get underlined and see and this and it will be like this. You send it to the guy. Send it to the SME. He will look at it, and he will look at it. He can enter his comments the way you have entered just now. He can enter his comments, and once it comes back to you, you can go through each and every change and his comment and accept or reject a change. For example, this change. Okay, I just highlight this and I can accept this change. Accept change. So I accepted the change, then it will go through. Okay. So till that point it will remain like this. SMEs like to, you might find it cumbersome to do, but SMEs are extremely business savvy. They are very good users of Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Visio and all. Much better than you ever could be. Much better than. That is their day in and day out job. You have been doing it for 5 years, they'll be doing it for 20 years. They would really be very good. So what they will do is they will like to see things like this. They won't touch it. They will send it back to you. You can accept the changes. If there is a change that SME has not approved, and you don't like it, let's say you guys all decide that this has to be rejected, you can reject the change. Okay, then you can delete all the comments also. So you can reject or accept the change. This toolbar I brought by going to view toolbars, reviewing, and if you are in Office 2007 or 2010, you should go to help and search review toolbar or track changes. Then you will get your. I don't know how it is done in 2007 and 10. So right. So if you are having, let's say you're seeing this video in 2015, and there is an Office 2015, just look for it. Okay. So I gave you some word ideas. Now let me give you some more ideas here. Here's the thing. Other thing that you should notice, let's say you want to insert a new heading. Just copy this and paste it wherever you want it. That's the easiest and best way. That's the easiest and best way. You should not try to reinvent the wheel. Okay. This is my best advice and the main advice that you can take from my class. Remember, copy. So if someone already has produced a document, then already everything will be there. So my guys are sometimes too concerned about how to do this, how to do that. Well, you know what? Copy, copy paste. Let's say you don't know how to do this, just copy paste. Quite frankly, I don't even have the time and the patience to to figure out how I did this in the first place. But I have this thing now. So the way heading is done here, you can easily do the copying in your document, in your template, in your project. Some kind of things will be there. So you just copy and paste it in your document. That will be easy for you. Okay. Oh, ये सब तुम्हारा काम होगा day in and day out. बहुत ज़्यादा काम होगा. That is what you do all day, right? When you produce something in a month, you will have enough time. And it's fun to write. It's fun to write. Let's go through this thing. Now, what are the main sections? Okay. This thing, sign offs. Who all will be signing off on the document? This is the project team who assisted. These are regular sections in every document. You can put this in every section and do that. It looks good. It looks courtesy also. It's very good. But here are the main sections of the BRD start. So now let's study it from a BRD standpoint. Okay. Now you must be feeling like asking me, how did we make this TOC? Right? Right. Let's make this TOC in a new document. Okay. Again, I'm going back to the word, this thing. Copy it. Just a minute. Copy the entire document. If you see a document, copy the entire document. Okay. TOC will come with it. TOC will come with it, right? Now what you do is, if you change something in this thing, let's say you make it business testing rules, whatever. I'm just writing something hypothetical. See, it took the same thing, all the things. But the main thing is, how do you update the TOC? I think what you do is, see, this is the one we changed, right? Business rules and policies, something like that, right? Yeah. जो भी यहाँ पे कुछ change किया था. Let's change the overview. So whatever changes you make, just come here, update TOC. Update entire table. It will get changed. Oh yeah, Annie. That means it is not connected. This is not made properly. In your project, if it is not connected properly, then you simply change it here. right? Then you simply change it here. Right. Then basically you will be able to figure out. But basically, don't think of doing everything yourself. Try to use existing stuff. Oh, yeah. I just copied it from there and put it here. So it's working. So the point is, if it is connected, it would have updated it. Let me see if I can connect it. Anyway, this is not connected, but if it were connected, then it would have auto updated.
Yeah.
If it is not auto updated, you know how to update. Then just add it. Then
Just
edit it
yeah.
right here. That's not a business requirement, business rule. Let's say business says, you know what? Let's say they have been using SQL for a while, so they would know certain things about SQL. They might say, just put a little check mark here. Don't think in my class you learned check marks is a functional thing I should write. No, just write it.
Okay, they want
John
a
is saying
checkbook at this point.
yeah.
This point.